Lovely internet friends, what's going on? What's going on? Let me see, my camera is kind of shitty. Here we go. Let me fix that a little bit more. And I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we're good. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Kind of shitty, I assume, just because of the market conditions. Obviously, I see all the lovely people here. Thank you for being here in this kind of shitty day. Usually, viewership goes down when the market is red. Uh, as you see, my biggest losses are my newest bags. Obviously, they're not new. I'm still up on Sunny. I bought Saber yesterday, and I bought some more today. So I'll tell you what I did. I caught some knives. I don't usually do that, but I'm really bullish on what the Macalinao and friends are cooking. And we'll definitely I'll definitely explain why I'm thinking that, and yeah, nothing has changed. The narrative hasn't changed. Now, we've spoken about this quite so many times. There's no way we're gonna avoid a pullback. There is no way, especially as tax season approaches. Everybody had major gains. They're gonna cash out a little bit to pay their taxes. People want to sleep well, and they don't want to have to think about tax evading in most cases, at least. So I expect every legal entity, at least, to be tax efficient for its shareholders, and they'll have to liquidate something. So yeah, tax season ends on April, of course, but February. It's usually February to April. Usually Feb to April. Now, it's the classic. If you remember back in the day, guys, back in the day, what was it? In 2017, it was again 18th of January was the all-time high for the alt market, for the altcoin market. Like, let me get my mic a little bit closer because my YouTube friends are mad at me. So 18th 18th of December was the Bitcoin all-time high, and I think it was 16th of December of January, 17th of January was the all-time high on everything else. After that, I expect the market to dump like it did before that. But again, past performance doesn't indicate future, doesn't mean anything. I'm not selling my Bitcoin. I've done my risk management in order to be able to withstand any of those market pullbacks. At the same time, I see people asking me questions. Is my cow LP up or down? I haven't checked. Let's go to cow. No, it wasn't. It was Casio. You go Casio. I go to query. I do this. Oh my god. What's going on? So I'm in that pool, and my LP is down. My LP is down. Yesterday, if you remember, my LP was at 6,600. At the moment, it's at 5,900. Is it devastatingly down? No, it's okay. This is I'm making not much, as you see, about 600,000 cow a day. Is it anything crazy? No. Shall we harvest it? Sure. Shall we compound it? Nah, I'm not gonna compound it. I want to have a little bit of cow. I want to have a stash of cow, not in the pool. So let's claim it. I hate those Minecraft sounds, by the way. They annoy me. I have to approve on the ledger if you're wondering. I also have a glass of beer. Listen to this annoying sound. Cheers. I'm gonna wait for the meme coin season to come back for this one. This is not something that I'm expecting to sell anytime soon. This is again goes to the Dylan and friends bet that we are doing here. I'll remind you what the thesis is. The thesis is that Saber did a fantastic strategic fundraising back in August, and they raised $7.7 million. They had some amazing partners in their fundraise. So if you go to Saber, let's go to Saber itself, because if you go to their website, you'll see they have a tab with all the investors. So the fact that they have Jump, they have Race, they have Multicoin, they have Social Capital. This is Chamath VC, which they have CMS, they have all the cool guys, Solana Foundation, of course, like in every coin that Solana is going to help a little bit. Of course, they would help Saber, but these guys have money. They're connected. They've done it before. I'm bullish that they will continue building. They've been doing amazing moves since the very early stages of their existence. They actually went to Terra. The camera is weird today. Yeah, they actually went to Terra and made a proposal to bring through the bridge an X amount of USTs, and then they created the first pool, stablecoin pool, with UST and USDC. Was it Pi? I don't remember. They deployed a bunch of pools. It was really interesting, and now they've started working on this Tribeca DAO, and they're onboarding projects constantly. We explained on the previous episode all the mechanics on how the curve wars happened, and how the landscape here is looking like we're not gonna avoid it. An interesting new thing that happened in the past 2 days that we haven't spoken, 48 hours, how much was it, is that if you go to Saber, if you go to the Tribeca.so and you go into the Saber governance program, you'll see that there is a new proposal called Protocol Own Liquidity to generate yield and stabilize liquidity. This was posted yesterday, not yesterday, 2 days ago, January the 4th, and it's going to stay open for 3 days. It's interesting. Everybody has voted yes. There are already 13.3 million Saber for this. So it says this is also inside the block. That's nice. So once a week for every 5 days, sell SBR bonds at 10 to 15% discount from market rate. Buyers need to use Saber LP tokens from one or more Saber pools to purchase the bond. Saber can limit the bond purchase to Saber LP tokens from pools that need liquidity, such as the most highly traded pool or the pool with high slippage. Saber now owns the LP tokens for the pool forever, and liquidity is stabilized. Saber can generate yield from the Saber-owned LPs and redistribute back to the stakers. So, I mean, that's pretty big. That's pretty big for Saber. That's pretty big for the whole ecosystem. That's pretty big for those for the initiation of the curve wars on Solana, the so-called Saber wars. So as I told you, I bought Sunny and Saber, and we had the dump yesterday today. Like, so my biggest losers are actually Sunny and Saber. And I went ahead and I bought some more. So I bought at 9 cents. I bought some Saber. I kind of doubled my position on Saber, and I also bought a little bit of Sunny after the dump. Now I don't advise anybody doing that. We've taken a really good bet on the Macalinao and Friends projects, and let's see where this is going. If we're correct. Convex Finance of Solana will become the Sunny aggregator, A similar role, hopefully, will be undertaken by Pole Finance, being the mercenary for the port finance vaults incentives, so they will have to be bribed in order to govern the incentives. If you don't understand what I'm saying, go to the previous episode, go towards the end, it's on YouTube, it already has chapters, and you'll find all the information on Saber Wars. So since the price dumped on these two assets that I recently bought, I decided to buy some more. I just want to remind you again that Saber pumped back in summer up to almost $1. It went up to 93 cents. I'm not sure why this is not shown here, but we sold at 93 cents. Maybe it went even higher. And if you go to this last little part, you'll see that we are in 96. Here we go, 96. As you see, we dumped quite a lot. I'm still bullish on the whole narrative. Easy Hedge also says, also second proposal, SBR emissions for VESBR people locking. Nice, man. Thanks. Thanks, Easy, man. Really, your contribution on the alpha chat is great. My problem is that there is so much information every day. Like, I go to check this out. It's impossible for me to really understand what's going on. So this is where we were talking yesterday, and look how much information has already been deployed here. And this is like today. This is very awesome as well. Invictus and Terra. Like, lots of things. Thank you, Easy, man. Really, lots of info, but it needs to be somehow curated. Otherwise, I just can't really go through it. It's insane. So I doubled up on my positions with Saber and Sunny. Hopefully, this is going to be the right move. So Easy Hedge is saying that there's another proposal. Let's go check the other proposal on the Saber governance. This is it. Abstract. Utilize SBR for the liquidity reserve to incentivize users to lock their SBR for VESBR. As we said, VESBR is the voting token which you get by locking SBR, and you lock them, and their voting power is determined by the duration of the lock of their lock. So you lock your tokens, you can lock them for 5 years and get a lot of voting weight in order to vote in these proposals. So it shows that you are in the long term, you are in for the long term, and that's why your voice is louder. So utilize SBR for the liquidity reserve to incentivize users to lock their SBR for VESBR. So what they're saying is to use SBR as a reward for the people that lock their tokens. So they're gonna be receiving extra SBR while they have their tokens locked. Motivation. Users who own VESBR have more skin in the game and shall be rewarded. Giving more SBR to VESBR can also act as an inflation price for voting. Users that own VESBR will get the additional reward, whereas those who do not participate in governance will get diluted. In terms of effect on demand and supply on SBR, this should drive the demand for VESBR up, and as such remove them from the supply available for sale. Execution. The exact terms on how many SBR from the liquidity reserve should be used for VESBR is up to discussion and can potentially be the object of a new proposal. So they haven't decided how much they're going to incentivize their locking for the voting token, but they want to give the highest emissions, meaning that if you do not participate in the governance, you will be diluted by the inflation of the token. very interesting, very important in order to incentivize even more the parties involved in this, and it's again follows exactly the narrative that we discussed on the previous episode, where Sunny has been the protocol that has been farming SBR pools for the longest time. So these guys have a huge bag of SBR. If you notice, if you go on Sunny aggregator and lock your money for the aggregator token, you'll see that you're gonna be getting slightly less SBR than what you would have gotten if you were going straight to the Saber pools to lock your LP, to stake your LP. Sorry, not lock, stake. Which means they have a ginormous bag. Obviously, these guys, the Sunny guys, are gonna come here and lock their tokens for 5 fucking years. You see, gonna go 5 years, and I can put 100,000 SBR, and I will get, look at this, my VE SBR is gonna be $1 million, a million coins. These guys are gonna lock their tokens, and they're gonna have not 1 million votes, they're gonna have 1 billion votes. And then those votes are gonna be for sale. And how are they gonna be for sale? They're gonna be for sale with the Sunny, the VE Sunny, which is gonna be the voting token for Sunny. And people are going to try, other protocols are gonna try to manipulate those votes that are gonna be happening every 2 weeks, every week, I'm not sure, every 5 days, I'm not sure. They will try to manipulate those votes in order to award their projects' pools the highest SBR incentives. So it's interesting. It's a very interesting dynamic on how this is going to work. Someone asked me on the previous stream when wormhole token. I remember that in Breakpoint Lisbon there was a guy giving out T-shirts for a wormhole. I asked him exactly that question. I was like, dude, are you gonna release any coins? And the guy kind of said, nah, not really, not yet. I have no idea if this is valid info, but I'm just telling you my very small interaction with the wormhole people. I got 2 T-shirts, none of those fit me. Even if I was in my slimmest version, I'd never be able to fit in. It was a large, but maybe it was from some like Asian large. No offense, but I have no idea how this could be a large. So people are asking me thoughts on Tether. Tether is okay, man. Tether is okay. Tether has managed to withstand quite a lot of FUD, and it might not be all backed by liquid assets, but it's all backed by assets, and this resembles more of a traditional bank reserve that has a part of its reserve is liquid, another part is illiquid. Now, I prefer I prefer Circle versus Tether, just because Circle is a newer company that learned from the mistakes of Tether, and they are keeping a super liquid treasury. And out of those 2 centralized stablecoins, I would prefer even more the UST stablecoin, which is an algorithmic, doesn't require a centralized party to maintain the peg. So I'm okay with all of those stablecoins. I hold Tether, I hold USDC, and I hold UST. I don't subscribe into the Tether FUD. I've been here since 2014. I've heard again and again and again and again the Tether FUD. I understand why Tether is incorporated in some tax haven in the Caribbean. I understand why they've had all those policies they've had, and I understand they've been audited recently. And yeah, not all of it is liquid, but it's Tether, man. We owe a lot to Tether. As the crypto community, Tether was there to enable all this trading and all these exchanges to become huge. So no problemo. Then I see Hype June is asking, do you think this is a mini bear or the start of a real one? Nobody will ever know, man. If you could answer this question, you would not need to do anything else in your life. You'll yeah. Now, what is a real bear and what is a mini bear? Is a mini bear like a 3-day bear? Is a mini bear a 2-week bear? And what is a real bear? Is a real bear a 3-year bear? I don't think we're gonna see a 2.5 to 3-year bears. Like back in the day, the last 3 cycles, market cycles, have been 1.5 year bull run, 2.5 years bear run, 1.5 year bull run, 2.5 years bear run. We are closing the 1.5 year gap. I highly doubt that we're gonna enter a 2.5 year bear run. The market cap is at a different level. The market participants are different. There is money on the side. There are use cases. There are careers. There are industries. There are companies. There are countries. There is legislation. There are bridges with traditional finance. There is reputation. And there is no way. There's a lot of inflation and a lot of weirdness happening in traditional finance as well. So I just don't think that we're gonna have a pullback on the levels that we saw in previous market cycles. On the other hand, anything that goes up goes down. Obviously, I believe we're gonna always maintain a higher low and perma bull, obviously in the macro level. In the micro level now, I'm kind of a bear. I'm kind of cynical. I have quite a lot of stablecoin. As I've told you, stablecoin is my second highest position in crypto. First is Bitcoin, second is stablecoin, third is Solana, fourth is Ethereum. I see someone ask me how do I cope with the dump on Solana. I do my risk management, and every time I go to bed, I get myself ready to find the market at minus 30% tomorrow, which means I keep enough stablecoin to not have to recalibrate my dreams. Anything that's in the crypto world, you should consider as super risky, and it should be money that you don't really depend on. That's very important. Otherwise, it doesn't feel good. I see any other questions? Any other question? That's huge. They'll be using Socean streams and what? Unkillable laner. What's up, unkillable laner? Hey, how are you handling with the Sol dump? Do you own some? I own quite a lot of Sol. That's huge. They'll be using Socean streams. I'm not sure they'll be using Socean streams. I hope they'll be using Socean streams, but I am thinking they're developing their own. I think they're developing their own. Let's see. I hope. Imagine if really, can we see that? Is Socean? No, Socean is working. Like Socean is in the Solana governance system. That's the thing. If you go to Realms and you check out the DAOs here, you'll see that there is Socean. Here is Socean next to Mango. So Realms today, here is Socean, and there are proposals already happening. Then there's a treasury being governed, which has $260,000, which is not pretty good. So I don't think that they will be using any Socean streams. I think they're going to be developing their own. Yeah. They have enough money. They're well connected to actually do something like that. I see Capitalist is saying find the Moonshot shitcoin, please. Man, Moonshot shitcoin. Here we are, guys. I'm telling you, Moonshot shitcoins are the positions that we actually added upon. Like my biggest losses, Sunny. It's a 2.5 million market cap. It's under 2.5 million. Isn't that a times 100 coin? That could possibly that's very possible. That's very fucking possible. Cosmos and Osmosis are just going for it. It's like we don't give a fucking crap. Let me go check that. It's okay. I should go always compound on this one. Always compound. See, 26 Osmo. This is for one day. So I can go trade. Half. Swap. fuck, I need to open this again. Fuck it, I'll do it later. Yeah, this has been a great play since the very beginning. So let me go. Oh my god, so many questions. Are you invested in God? Unkillable laner. Yes, unkillable laner. Unfortunately, let's go see that. God. My God. Of course I bought God. What a horrible decision I made there. $128. So, I'll tell you. I have 19 God at the moment. 19 God. My God. I bought a bond on this one when it was 3,500. So I paid 3,500 for one God token. It was horrible. So I'll tell you. I bought $8,000. $8,000, and now they are at $2,000. Big dump. Why didn't you sell when there were buybacks? I did not notice. I just did not notice. It doesn't matter though. Look at this negative. It kills me to see this. What the fuck is this? Yeah, we lost on this one. Doesn't matter. Invictus is doing fine. I'm still making one Invictus per day, which is fine. I'm very bullish for Invictus, especially if you go to the last, if you go to was it Terra that did that? It was yeah, here we go. Look at this fucking tweet. This is from the Terra main Twitter account. I mean, this is a top 10 market cap coin. I expect us to see UST Bonds, and I expect us to see some extra incentive for those UST Bonds. But to me, this is huge. This is absolutely huge. And I'm very bullish. I'm gonna continue farming Invictus as I'm showing you. I'm making one per day. Hopefully, this is gonna be huge in a couple of months. Again, all these plays that we're doing, this is not a play that I'm expecting tomorrow to go ballistic, but I'm expecting it in the next 2 to 4 months to outperform the market by a lot. So my idea is that these guys can become much bigger. So I'm not in a hurry. I still have a lot of stablecoin. I still can catch a lot of knives, but I'm very bullish. Same goes with the Dylan and friends. Dylan and friends, same thing. Now, someone asked me what's the ratio I'm holding. Thing is, I put a couple like how can I put it? I made some. I'm still up on Sunny. I was a little bit down on Saber. I had much less Saber than Sunny. I loaded up in Saber, and now I have a bit more than double my. Saber is double than my Sunny at the moment in terms of capital. There's not much thinking behind that. I just had I rearranged some stablecoin vaults. I exited those vaults in Francium. So if you go to Francium, let me show you. So I was in the farming strategies. I was here in those two strategies, and I exited. I was not making enough to stay in there. In any of those two, I wasn't making enough. I still exited with a profit. I still exited with a profit, but it was my lending strategies here were much better. Like despite having a low USDC now here, I managed to win. If you're looking for good stablecoin, what's it called, yields, really just go to Query and check what's going on Query. It's funny, especially the Saber pools. There are some really cool stablecoin stuff. Look at this. There is a 36% you can get from ACUSD and Cash. That is a stablecoin pool. It might not be the most popular stablecoins, ACUSD and Cash, but it's a stablecoin pool, and it rewards you with Saber, it rewards you with Cow, and it rewards you with the fees. So pretty cool stuff. If you have stablecoin sitting, you can check this. It's again a stablecoin pool. It's Pi Cash. Perfectly fine, perfectly pegged. I wouldn't be scared to put money in that. Look at this. Meme Cash, again, pretty good. BSUSD, USDC, you see the Binance dollar. ASOL, again, ASOL looks like to be a liquid staked Solana from the Dylan and friends. Lexcat here on the chat is telling us that he uses the UST cash pool. Very interesting. I assume it gives extra Luna. Here it is, UST cash. Look at this, 28%, and it gives SBR, it gives Cow, and gives Luna. Like, this is a fantastic place to get great yield on your stablecoins instead of having them sitting. And at the moment, it's a better investment than lending them on Francium. And as you see, it throws you to go trading on Sencha. You see, this is where it tells you to go. It's very interesting how all these ecosystems are interconnected. Moriarty is wishing all of us Happy New Year. Happy New Year, my friend. Happy New Year to everybody out there. Remember, guys, we still have 1 day before the cutoff. There is no more wishing Happy New Year after the 7th of January. It's too much. So yeah, last day, guys. Go send your messages. You shouldn't wish any Happy New Year anymore after tomorrow. So yeah, all these things are connected. Casio, Quarry, the Saber guys, the Pole guys, the Atric, the Sunny guys, the Cow meme coin. All these guys that are participating in the Tribeca DAO instead of working on what Solana itself is building, they have a different alliance. I'm not sure. Hype Junior is asking, do you think FTM is overhyped? I can't. I have great, very good friends that I respect their intellect and I respect their portfolio choices that hold a lot of FTM and are very bullish. I personally hold no FTM. I just feel I don't have the time and to focus on FTM and discover gems as I have the ability to do in Solana, just because with Grape and with this the Whale's Tales stream running for the past year, I've made friends. I've made like, and it's all Solana focused. So I just can't leave this place. It has too much alpha for me to shift my focus. And this is the answer to the people asking me, why Solana? Why is this show focused on Solana? while my main bag is Bitcoin. Like I'd love to talk about Bitcoin, but I'm not technical enough, and usually the updates and what's happening there is extremely technical. I'm gonna misrepresent and not well describe what's going on. I see it as a savings protocol where I just put my savings there, so there's not much moving, there is no investment, there's no DeFi, so no point. Ethereum, I do have a large bag in Ethereum, but I just can't participate in DeFi. I feel the costs are too high. There is not much. The ecosystem is too wide, too chaotic. You can't really get any information, any alpha. We made a bet on Solana. We bet on SBF, Sam Bankman-Fried, in early 2020, mid 2020. It ended up being a really good bet. And since we have this edge in Solana, being connected with many projects, having a really wide community, and being able to talk to people, like we sorry guys, went down the wrong path. We'll be going to Mountain Down. Like, if you're in the US, if you're gonna be in Ohio. No, sorry, in Utah. You were going in Utah, in Mountain Down in Utah. If you're gonna be in Utah for the hacker house, or you're gonna be snowboarding, or you're gonna be doing something like that, as you see, we're gonna see GenesysGO, we're gonna see MarginFi, we're gonna be there. So you should come find us. And this is the way we're gonna get even more alpha and be more connected and bring even more information back. Do you get any interest on your BTC? Very little interest in my BTC. I'm holding most of my BTC in a cold wallet far away that I do not have any access, and it hasn't moved for years. So my savings on BTC are just sitting. They're not being productive. I know it's not the best, but it's the best for security. I don't need to check it. I don't need to do anything. I don't have access to them. I sleep better like that. Profits. I've not checked in with you for ages. Happy with your StarAtlas ships staked so far. In your opinion, best project on Solana so far. Andy UK. What's up, Andy? I've sold all my StarAtlas ships. I am holding nothing for StarAtlas. Maybe I'm holding some shit that are connected to, land claims and shit like that I could not sell. Everything else was sold early. I don't want to have I don't want to have anything that's so illiquid. I told you I sold my coder, and I doubled my and then I added my my profits to the IDO, and that pumped even more. So that was the best play. I'm very proud for that play, and yeah, I think that was the best. Vaj Rus, what's up, my brother? The Solana Network is experiencing degraded performance due to increased high capture transaction. Yada yada yada. Fantastic. It doesn't matter. It still has over 1,000 transactions per second, which is much more than most of competitors at the moment. What? Ethereum with its 14 transactions per second? Who gives a crap? When are you gonna start selling BTC? What is your target price? I am not gonna be selling BTC. When the time comes, you will not need to sell your BTC. I haven't sold any BTC for a very, very, very long time. I just don't think that the time has come yet. It's gonna be in the future. There's not gonna be any need for me selling any of my Bitcoin, I'm sure. Now, Solana and the shitcoining paradise and the shitcoin adventures that we've engaged have been doing miracles. We've managed to identify so much. Like, it's insane. We've done so many 100x's the past year. It's just crazy. Do you think GenesysGO can pull off their promises? I think that GenesysGO can pull off their promises, but I don't think they're gonna fulfill the promises of their circle jerk. Like, comparing market caps with Filecoin is a little bit of a crazy. I mean, Filecoin had 160 million ICO with huge venture capitals. I just don't think the numbers are going to be easy. They're not going to be comparable. I just don't think so. At least in the very beginning, and I think it's greedy going at 100x and then saying, I'm not gonna take the 100x. No, I'm not gonna take the 100x. I'm gonna lock it for a fucking year. I mean, sure. Okay, I'm not that risk profile maybe. I just can't see the benefit of risking it and holding it for a year. So I think Frank is gonna do an amazing work. I think these guys are gonna provide infrastructure for Solana that is critical. But conquering the world and having the decentralized storage solution that is going to surpass Arweave and IPFS and Filecoin and all these things is the vision. Let's see if they're gonna realize the vision. Let's see. Yeah, they are comparing with Arweave. They're comparing with to buy the island with bridges. Shadow to 1k like Invictus. I truly believe that Invictus can do 1k, it can do 2k easily. But yeah. Luca is asking, what's the latest coin you bought? I bought more Saber, I bought more Sunny, and I bought more Invictus. These are the three coins that I bought last. So Sunny, SBR, and IN. These are the three. I'm compounding my osmosis. I'm compounding my Cosmos. I'm lending my Solana. I'm lending my USDC, my stablecoins. I am going to most probably go to this stablecoin vault, UST Cash. It has a 30% APY. That's pretty good. And the biggest percentage is in Luna. So pretty awesome. And yeah, that's it, guys. That's the portfolio. Please, sir, what do you ask happening on Apex? I have no idea, man. I have no idea. I wanted to just show you another thing before. I'm gonna do a shorter stream because, guys, we spoke so much about the news like 30 hours ago. There isn't much to say. I was playing around with Delta 1 protocol. Very interesting stuff. It's a stablecoin suit, which means they have vaults. They have three vaults, and they are in DevNet at the moment. They already said that they're going to release an NFT that will allow for access when the vaults launch. As you see, they have three different vaults where you will be able to deposit USDC, USDT, or cash. And once you deposit those stablecoins, you'll be getting another stablecoin that it's the D stablecoin, DUSD, DUSDT, Dcash, that will allow for it will allow for the vault to actually move all your money around, and it will allow you to get fees and yield from the vault, and it will be compounded, which means your as the time passes, your yielding token will correspond to even more stablecoin once you come to trade it. And what they do at the moment, they are doing a stablecoin strategy, which means the vol strategy is at the moment at 61% because they are at USDC Cash, which is again a stablecoin pool, and their upcoming strategy is at Sol USDC. That's not a stablecoin pool. That's why you'll see a performance of over 250%. It's interesting. They have a 0.15% withdrawal fee, but 0% performance fee. So if you can realize that full 250%, that's pretty awesome. Now, it explains those things with the reserve currency SDUSD and the stablecoin version for Delta that's called DUSD. It explains how you do it, and at the moment the strategies in each vault are simple, but as the DAO is formed, the DAO will be voting for the strategies, and the investors will be given a choice to either skip the strategy for the duration that the strategy lasts or invest their money. To invest their money, they'll not need to withdraw and deposit again. That's the reason of having a DUSD that can be moved seamlessly, and they say that they will not charge any fees for these trades. It's interesting. I see these vaults popping constantly. I think they are very, very important to showcase what Solana can actually do. Imagine having strategies, 8, 9, 10, 15 strategies that are extremely complicated, just like Yearn Finance does, and imagine having it in sub-second finality, where imagine how well utilized the money is, you know, how efficient the market can be, and it's much more capital efficient in Solana than you can ever dream in Ethereum. So I expect this to be extremely popular. Keep your eyes open. You can go play on DevNet. Most probably they're gonna drop some NFTs to the people that are playing in DevNet. You can go to airdrop here. You can let me switch this on. So you can get like USDC here, claim. Verify on Twitter. Let's verify. I view my tweet. Here's my tweet. Copy this. Go to Delta 1. Where was it? Here. Paste. Continue. Can I claim my Solana? 400 and... Luca is asking how long ago did I start with crypto. I started, Luca, my friend, in 2014. 2014 was my first Bitcoin purchase, and then I started really looking into crypto and playing around during the capital controls. I live in Greece. Greece was under capital controls, which means nobody could move money out of the country. At that time, I was living in the Netherlands, in a small city called Tilburg. And I was locked out of my money. I was extremely upset. I was extremely pissed. I did not know what's going to happen over there. And yeah, I started looking into Bitcoin. It was the best solution. And yeah, down the rabbit hole. Here we are now. How many? 7 years later. Insane. I see Easy saying disclaimer. I'm unemployed. I spend all day on Twitter, Telegram, and Discord DMs. Man, this your ability to be internet savvy and to your ability to form bonds through the internet and feel comfortable within a community and to be able to have those sharp understanding, that sharp understanding of when someone is real, when someone is trolling, when someone is odd, when someone is shouting, is pissed, all these little things that you can read through the chat that allow you to actually empathize, to empathize and create bonds and become to have an internet family, set you apart. You become the #1 best candidate for crypto, just because it's all online and it's a treasure hunt online where information is there. So I'm fortunate that I've played so much World of Warcraft that I feel so comfortable online that yeah, it's just like home. Would you ever think, Luca, we already have our own coin. This is a coin that was born from a beautiful hackathon submission that actually won a Solana hackathon back in June. Yeah, it ended in June. So yeah, go check Grape. This is I'm a core contributor in Grape. You see those weird words, core contributor. Entry price cheaper than Invictus. Nice. Let's see, guys. I'll never comment on the price of Grape. I'll always work my best to get the community working and producing value. We're all fortunate enough to be in a position that we don't expect from Grape to bring food in the table. We have other sources of income. The market provides for that, and Grape is our all together, and our means you as well. You are all in the team, where it's our baby to actually demonstrate how the Web3 can help organize people and unlock value from communities. Yeah, POL. Man, I had a talk with the Socean guys. I can't show you much, but here I'll show you. Can I show you something? Let me see if I can show you something. I'll release some of the screenshots of the UI that Socean shared with me. It's still under construction. It's not interactive. It's super easy. It's super cool. Would Socean compete with Paul on Solana? They would compete in the pro version, where Socean is not gonna launch those streams for themselves. They're gonna offer it as a service to the market. So yes, they're gonna be competing on the pro version. So my ledger is again off. You can go get your airdrop here, and you can go on the vaults and play and understand. There are nice explanations here if you go through it, and then you can understand what these strategies are gonna do, and then you can let your imagination go crazy and understand, like go nuts with back scratchers and bribing for extra rewards, and it's just insane. It's the layers that the strategies can actually expand to are it's mind blowing. It's mind blowing. What else? Again, guys, if you're in Utah in February, reach out. We'll be there. Going to mtnDAO, going to the Hacker House. What else? Yeah, another really good read and from a member of the Grape Community, a super awesome member from the Solana Alpha team that brings a lot of gems and brings a lot of knowledge into the chat. Go read his blog. He released the monthly edition of the blog. It's really well written. It's Etherkai. Awesome stuff, awesome explanation. You learn a lot. You learn how to think, you learn how to search, you learn for what to look, and you learn from the best, honestly. Like this has quite a lot of predictions for the year. It's beautiful. It's a really long read. This is not something we can dedicate some time on the next stream to read this. Let me like it. So oh my god, I haven't done that yet. So yeah, go check it out. Updates on the hackathon. I have no updates on the hackathon. Duckman, did you check out the in AMA? No, I haven't. I haven't checked out the in AMA. I'm looking forward to have an AMA with Invictus Innovator himself. Don't give up on the super cycle yet, guys. I'm gonna leave you here just 1 hour today. As I said, not many moves. I bought Sunny, I bought Saber, and I bought more Invictus. Screaming Rose. I'm gonna check it out, man. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check Rose. Honestly, I'll keep an eye. I'm gonna go to the Solana Alpha chat and go through the chat. There is so much information on this one. Like, look at this. Port entering Tribeca. Now we need to think, what does that mean for Pole? Since Pole will be the major port holder of the protocol, are they gonna be the convex for the lending protocol liquidity incentives? You know. Look at this. Look at this from Rory. Rory also coming from the Invictus stuff. 18 hours ago. UST goes interchain. Degen Strats Part 3. Look at this. Ethereum Solana Polygon. Olympus DAO. Rarifuse Invictus DAO. And this is the important part. You see, a couple of hours ago. This is a couple of hours ago. Total fund 250k UST. Sol Invictus is the decentralized reserve currency built on Solana. This is the last thing and we close. That aims to be more than just an Olympus fork. Invictus has done a great job putting their treasury to work. They have a market cap of 120 million and a treasury of 70 million. To date, the Invictus treasury owns nearly 50 million in USDC, USDT. Invictus, with the support from Terra and Frax, plans to introduce UST in LP and Frax bonds to slowly replace and overtake the USDC UST in their treasury. This creates another black hole for UST from which it will never be sold. To show support for the proposal, asks the Terra community pool to bond 250k in UST and Frax Finance will be doing the same. So this is a proposal to actually bring 250k of UST in order to kickstart the pool, in order to give more money. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but still, guys, Rose below 0.1. What the fuck is Rose? Do I go to Jupiter to see? Let's see. Where do I buy? Where do I buy, man? Where's Rose? Where's Rose? Ah, it's an L1. Fuck that, man. That needs a different kind of studying. Binance and Gate. Nah, not for me now. I know Satoshi hates. If he was here, he knows Rose. He loves Rose. I think they didn't Rose do an IDO on CoinList. Yeah, guys, I remember on CoinList they did something. I know that you need to do the 2FA and all this bullshit. No, am I wrong? I'm still getting I'm still getting an airdrop from this. Every fucking month I get 10 coins. Every freaking month. 10 coins. No, I was wrong. Not Rose. You know, Solana was sold here at like 78 cents, 28 cents. Insane stuff. Rose. So do I find it on Osmosis? Can I buy on Osmosis? I'm only in the Atom Osmo pool. That's the only pool I am. Can I buy there? Is there a Rose? No, fuck my life. They haven't gone on interchain yet. They haven't gone through the IBC. Alright guys, that's it for me. Thank you so much for being here. We're gonna be together for another year. I'm not gonna go anywhere. We're gonna hold hands together while the market goes down, and then we're gonna hold hands together while the market goes up. And make sure you don't need to recalibrate your dreams. Make sure you exercise the correct financial management. And that's it. Thank you. Be careful. As I said, bought some Saber, bought some Invictus, bought some Sunny. You don't need to do the same. And take care. See you on chat. See you on Grape. We have a researchers call tomorrow at noonish. We have a DAO call on Sunday. Just join the community. Be part of the community. It's full of awesome people, full of huge brains. So much alpha. Thank you. Take care, guys. Don't be liquidated. And also make sure that here is Hatoshi. Hatoshi, what's up? You hate me, eh? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Take care, guys.